Alright, this is Josh with Midlife Jeep-Ventures. Today I'm going to start the very beginning of a camper build. I'm going to take this old rusty trailer that I'll show you in a little bit, and I'm going to turn it into a homemade DIY camper. Today I'm going to start the de-rusting process. Here's what it looks like. Not in too bad a shape, but it could use some love. The trailer is a 5x8. I was able to do some trading for some sporting goods, so that I came pretty much a fair trade. So I feel pretty good about it, and yeah. So I'm gonna get started. All right, this is what it looks like before. And I'm gonna be using this wire brush. Here's what we have so far. Now I'm very much a novice, and the wire brush is it's a little dangerous. I don't have the right PPE on. I'm gonna try an orbit sander and see how that goes. We'll find out. Sanders not to play. Alright, when in doubt, go to Harbor Freight, buy a new tool. Try it with a flat disc. Here's the progress so far. As you can see, the old flap disc is making a big difference. But I'm a novice, so we're learning as we go. I'm going to keep working on this, and I won't make you watch for now. See you in a bit. All right. Made it through one wheel. I'll show you what I got done so far today. Next, I'm going to get some measurements, make sure I have everything locked in. Use my good friend ChatGPT to help me get everything lined out. I'll be back to follow up. Alright, so new day. I took a couple of lessons from the last time that I was working on this. I should have wore a dust mask, so I picked some of those up. Since last time I'll turn this around and show you. I've got the wooden deck boards off. I'm getting ready to finish cleaning the rest of the sand off, and then I will rub it down with alcohol or acetone and get ready for the truck bed liner coating. So I won't make you watch me clean the rest of the rust off, but I'll bring you back for the rest of it. See you soon. Alright, I've got most of the surface rust gone. I've blown it off with air for the first time, and now I'm going to use acetone to wipe off any oil or anything else that might affect it, and that's what I'm doing next. Next, I've got that wiped down pretty good. Not perfect, I'm sure. Next thing I'm going to do is mix up some of this Herculiner and get ready to hit it. Alright, a couple of lessons I've learned so far. The roller might be good for a truck bed, but it's kind of too sloppy for my application on the trailer rails, so I switched to the brush, and that seems to be going a lot better. And this stuff, it's messy. Big shock and awe, but I lay down a piece of foam thinking that would be a good catch, and it does eat right through the foam. So if you decide to do something silly like me, take that into account. What else? Oh, this Herculiner kit is a gallon. It's enough for a 6-foot truck bed, I think, for 2 coatings. I was able to find it at Home Depot for about $10 or $15 cheaper if you don't have one in town. I will tell you that Lowe's ad matched, and I took advantage of that because I had a gift card. So keep that in mind if you're sourcing your own stuff, to check both places and that Lowe's ad matches. I'll probably still go to Home Depot for the lumber because they have stuff that I want more. So I'll probably stick with that. And I've got most of the rails done right now. I'm getting ready to go for the cross members and then touch up underneath. And that'll be done with the first coat. And I'll give you guys a up close shot of that when I'm done.
Sing it all the day, my best friends are always with me. We sing, we dance, we laugh, we are happy every day. Have fun with us, let's say happy, 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 happy. Happy. Happy, happy. Happy, 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 happy. It is my happy day, I want to sing it all the day. My best friends are always with me. We sing, we dance, we laugh, we are happy every day. Have fun with us, let's say happy, 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 happy. Happy.
further lessons. Long sleeve shirt will be your friend. The acetone does a pretty good job of taking it off, but long sleeve shirt would have avoided all that. Let's show you the work so far. So there you have it. I've got the first layer done. It's supposed to dry for about 4 hours before you can do the second coat. I still have plenty to do that, so I think a gallon's going to get it done easy. I am going to buy a can or two of the spray kind just to get in the corners and to get around like the axle and things like that, the leaf springs, things that are difficult to paint that don't necessarily need it, but I want it to look good, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So yeah, good stopping point for a few hours. Talk to you soon. All right, back for the second coat. Coat on. There's a couple places I can't get to very good because of how tight it is. I will say it was a lot easier to use the roller once I had a coat on. It didn't try to splatter everywhere. And what else? The different light really helped me find gaps where I had to miss some spots before. But I think it looks good. Give you the tour. Now there's a couple of spots I haven't got to yet. One of those would be behind the jack. Once it's all set up, I'll probably take that off because I want to move it anyways. I don't like how it's hanging there. And I wouldn't mind going over the leaf springs and things like that. I'll probably use spray for that. Anyhow, not bad. So far into the build, I'm about 150 plus some of the things I've bought off Just Bid, like the lights, not lights, the windows, things like that. I'd probably say all said and done, I'm maybe 300, 350. At some point I'll put together an entire parts list and get the entire build out, and I'll share that with you. I'll also add drawings and what I think it'll look like at the end. All right, thanks. day 2's in the books. I got the plywood, measured it, made sure that it fit, and then I pulled it all back out and used the bed lighter on it. Here's what it looks like. I made sure that I put bed liner on the top, which I'll flip and put on the bottom. And then I did the sides to try to capture any moisture that might get in that way. It took every bit of that gallon to do what I did, and I only got one coat on the wood. But I think it'll still be fine because I'm not trying to do traction on it. And then I finished it off with a can of the spray, which I used to also coat parts of the axle and fenders that I couldn't get very well with the brush. Lessons learned: the bed liner will seep up into your house overnight and stink really bad. Keep that in mind. It does chew through styrofoam. The acetone does a pretty good job taking it off your skin. Wear long sleeve shirts to avoid that. I actually apparently let it run down all the way to my armpit. Luckily it's not in the hair. It does scrape off with a brush pretty easy in the shower. What else? I think that's it. So tomorrow, if the weather holds out, I should be able to actually put the floors in, and I'll try to make that all part of the first video. And then I'll probably make a video talking about the planning and what I have involved in that. But I might add it on to the end of this one. We'll see. Like I said, I'm new. Alright, we'll see you soon. Good afternoon. I've got the floor set in. Now I've just got to mark out and put the screws in. I'm going to use a ruler and space them out so I'm not just going crazy with it. I can make it somewhat even. And that's what I'm going to try to accomplish for the night. Plan lasted until I got off on the wrong side. So now I've got extra holes to patch. Whee! We got her did. Couple mistakes, couple extra holes where they shouldn't be, but hey, what's to be expected whenever I'm a bum? Take a look.